Oh yeah, it's the weekend, and you know what that means. It's time for the most entertaining hour of your weekend. It's time for Pixels and Bits on theovershield.com with your hosts, Corey, Andrew, and Tommy. And now, broadcasting from planet Earth, it's time for Pixels and Bits. Welcome to Pixels and Bits on theovershield.com. Did I speak too fast for you? My name is Corey High. I am your host today, once again, for the umpteenth time. And I'm joined by my co-host, Andrew.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And today we are joined by a special guest. Special guest, will you introduce yourself?
Well, hello, I am Jason Heine from the Emulator Review Show and the All Gen Gamers podcast.
Awesome! Now, let's get started by jumping right into the Overshield News Desk. Hit the music. So we got quite a few news stories. Andrew, you know that I was a big fan of Kingdoms of Amalur, right?
Yeah, you were. And then the studio shut down, so...
Yeah, and EA said that they had originally no interest in buying the series. Well, now they contradict themselves by saying that they're actually interested in buying the series. So, I'm hoping it's true because I love Kingdoms of Amalur, and I don't know. I'm just hoping that it works. They say it isn't likely because EA had the first right of refusal they basically had the first dibs on it, and they said no, and it's kind of they say it's unlikely, but I'm hoping it happens. Did you play? Did one of you play Kingdoms of Amalur?
I didn't play it, but I was interested in playing it. It seemed like a pretty good RPG, but between all the RPGs that have been coming out lately, Dragon's Dogma was the one for me, but it does look good. I'll probably get it once it drops down in price a bit.
Yeah.
No, I have not played it.
It's a great game. It's probably on bargain sale right now, but it really is worth it.
When did it come out?
It came out in February.
Oh, okay.
And it's pretty good. Think of like a third-person Skyrim, but it has this combat system that's like a combination of Gauntlet and Diablo.
Wow, that sounds cool.
Personally, I think it's better than Skyrim. I know that's like heresy right there, but
Yeah, you know all them Skyrim players.
Yep. So next story, we got something that if Tommy was here, he'd be squealing like a little girl.
Oh, another freaking Halo thing?
Yes, it's Halo related. Microsoft, to no surprise, has announced that they're doing a Halo 4 bundle.
Oh boy, what do we get?
For $400, you get the console with a 320 gigabyte hard drive. You get 2 limited edition controllers, the game, and you get a wireless Halo themed headset. So,
all for the low price of $400?
Yes.
Sounds like a steal to me, besides the fact that I think Halo
and also you get access to all the DLC.
Halo's garbage.
Well, you know why they're doing this. It's because, these consoles are, we're going on, going on year 6 now of the life of these consoles, and it's like,
yeah,
it's a marketing thing, I mean, even Nintendo does this, they come out with their different colors and their different, bundles, and it's like, all right, we're getting to the end of the life here. What are we going to do? Let's come out with another bundle, like they just came out with the Star Wars bundle, which actually I think is a really cool console. But, it's
solid gold controller.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, it's pretty cool, but it's like, I mean, what do you expect, right? I mean, we're at the end of the life of the consoles per se. So, let's come out with more bundles.
But I'll just say this, that in terms of like how visually the Xbox looks, the skin that's on it and everything, and the controllers. It's very appealing. It has a very Forerunner-esque theme to it, and it looks like somebody threw in a little bit of Tron light there as well. Basically, the thing glows blue instead of green. And I don't know, it's kind of a cool look, and I don't think I'd pick it up just because I'm saving money for the Wii U. So, next, remember how last year Sega confirmed that they did a port of Sonic Adventure for Xbox Live and PSN? Well, guess what? Now they're doing Sonic Adventure 2 this year.
Oh,
cool! Yeah,
yay!
Awesome!
Yay for Sonic fans. They
have not given a release date or a price yet, but it's expected to come out this fall.
Oh, rejoice!
Yeah, that's really cool.
Rejoice. Now, who here remembers a little game that was revealed at last year's VGAs called Fortnite?
Fortnite.
Not me,
No, I don't think I even remember seeing that. What was that?
It was made by Epic Games. And it's going to be the first game to run the Unreal 4 engine.
Oh, okay, yeah, I did.
And it has a very distinct cartoon art style, I think. And everybody's like, oh, if it's from Epic, it's probably going to be on the Xbox, right? No, it's a PC exclusive.
Oh, wow.
Which I'm like, oh my god, that never happens outside of, say, Valve or Blizzard.
Yeah, in today's world, not anymore, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, today is mostly all about the console gamers, other than a few things like Steam and things like that. So
yeah, true.
Yeah. No. And next story: if you've been under a rock lately and you don't know what's going on, Steam is having their summer sale.
Who's already bought some things off of Steam? Neither one of you?
I have.
Yeah, I'm guilty.
So, just a question, what are some things you guys have picked up so far, if you guys don't mind sharing?
I picked up a couple things for my brother and myself. I got, like, Civilization 5, Sonic Generations, Metro 2033, and Saints Row 3, and I got all of those. Each one was, like, under $7-10.
Yeah, everything is just so dirt cheap. I love it. I love the Steam sales.
Exactly. Oh, I picked up Binding of Isaac for $1.
I picked up Binding of Isaac too, as you know. We see the review for the Overshield YouTube channel. That game is fantastic.
Yes. I don't know how to answer that, Andrew.
Well,
because I haven't played it yet. I haven't even downloaded it because I just haven't had time. But I don't know.
You picked up more than I did because I only picked up Dirt Showdown, and there's a few bundles on there, a few packs that look, very, very yummy. Like Epic has a pack. There's a Star Wars pack with all the Star Wars games. All this stuff. It's like there's like 10 games, 10 or 15 games in all these bundles, these packs, and they're like $50 or $40. I'm just like, oh my god, please make it stop.
Huh.
You're going to spend out your whole damn wallet on one sale, man.
I know, it's crazy.
Now, next story, I got some really good news.
Oh, really? What's that good news, man?
Andrew, I know you're a Street Fighter fan.
Yes, I am a Street Fighter fan, yeah.
Do you remember the short fan film Street Fighter Legacy, the fight between Ryu and Ken?
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do.
What if I told you that those guys who made it are now working with Capcom to make an actual TV series around Street Fighter? Eh?
Well, I would be pretty happy, considering that Capcom hasn't done much for their community lately, in terms of things we actually want.
Well, the series will be called Street Fighter Assassin's Fist, and it's set to air sometime next year. And the only thing that we really know about it is that Akuma will be the main antagonist.
Akuma's a badass,
so even though these guys, I'm thinking it's going to be awesome because it's made by the guys who made Street Fighter Legacy, which was a spot on fan film.
Yeah, it was really good.
I don't know, like I mean, I've thrown my 2 cents out there about that, and so what do you think, Andrew, and everybody else? I'm sorry, I'm spacing out.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, exactly. Is that English you're speaking over there, Corey? I can't really tell.
Oh, shut up.
Nah, it looks. Now I can't speak. It seems like it's gonna be pretty good. And
It's contagious.
God forbid, it keeps getting worse. Jason's not gonna be able to speak at all.
Had a good show. No, it sounds like a good idea. I mean, why not? I mean, they need to kind of recoup what they've. Yeah, they haven't been very friendly to their community per se, in just my humble opinion. I think a lot of people would agree to that, but I don't know. Why not, right? Try something new.
Because everyone knows that DLC always stands for disc locked content, right?
Har har. And next story, and final story.
So what else is going on in the gaming world, Corey?
Well, this one isn't per se in the gaming world, and I just want to throw this out there because this is awesome. Akira Toriyama is making a new Dragon Ball Z film.
Oh, really? Is it going to be live action?
No, it's going to be an actual Dragon Ball Z film.
You mean that live action movie never came out?
No, it's not live action film. It's like the movies, and there hasn't been a movie made by him in over a decade.
Hopefully, the animation will still be up to par then. Just saying.
Well, they said they'll be using new animation for it, and that it's set to be released in March 2013, and that they're actually trying to work with Funimation to get it English dubbed as well.
Sounds pretty cool. So, Jay, were you ever into stuff like that, Jay? Was anime and stuff like that never really your scene?
Yeah, I never really got into it, to be honest. I never went down that road.
Well, I was a big Dragon Ball Z fan when I was a kid, and I thought this is pretty cool because it has been a long, long time since the last one.
Yeah, I'm sure Dragon Ball Z fans will go nuts for it, but for people that never really watched it, like me or Jason, I don't think it'll pull us into it.
Yeah, well,
Probably.
It's like it's fan service, right, in a way. So the people that really were into it are going to really respect it. And, I wasn't into Dragon Ball Z really ever, but, I like to watch, some of the anime, and I can definitely appreciate, the anime scene. And I know it's a huge scene out there. I mean, even like the conventions and Comic-Cons and all the events that I attend each year, there's a huge scene for that. So it's really cool to see. So I can definitely appreciate it.
Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not the first film in a decade. It's the first film in nearly 17 years. So that'll be interesting.
Oh, wow.
But
17 years. That's nuts.
Well, if none of you actually know, Dragon Ball Z was actually, they started to make that in, 88 is when they started making it, is when the first episodes came out in Japan.
Sweet Jesus, that's an old show.
Yeah.
So Dragon Ball is really an old show. By the time it started to air in the U.S., the show had been done for years.
Oh Jesus, it was that far ahead?
Yeah. No, the Boo Saga, they finished that in 94 in Japan.
Yeah, they say we get everything late, but it's already done?
Yeah, it was already done by the time it came to the U.S.
Oh, those things. Alright.
So, that is the Overshield News Desk. Lots of stuff.
Yeah, lots of stuff going on.
Glorious, wonderful stuff. Anyways, it's now time to move on to our middle segment, which you are in charge of, Andrew.
I'm in charge of? That's right.
Yes.
He actually lets me do things every once in a while.
Besides people doing stupid shit.
Yeah,
Get out of your cage, boy.
Alright, so 2 things. We're having 2 segments. One of them I actually wanted to, if it's okay with you, Jason, would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
I wouldn't at all. Is this about dating or anything? Because
Well, of course.
These will be extremely embarrassing questions.
I can't wait. I love it. Let's do it.
I can't. All right, Jay. So when you have a girl in bed,
Yeah.
out of all of your original music, what should I be playing in the background? You know, what's the best?
Oh my goodness. Are you really? Is that a real question? Or are you? Just
No,
kidding?
that's not a real.
I got some good shit for that bedroom. I'll tell you that.
All right. So let me. You've been on YouTube for a while now, over 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So what made you originally want to start up your YouTube channel?
Well, I think like a lot of people, you know, in 2005, 2006, I was watching Angry Video Game Nerd and seeing how funny that show was and how awesome it was. And then I realized, wow, you know, people are posting things on this relatively new site called YouTube. Yes, there was a time when it was new.
And it wasn't all about the money.
Yeah, and it was just about, you know, just posting whatever you thought on there, right? But at the time, there wasn't really a whole lot of people doing video game stuff. I mean, now it's so flooded, it's crazy. But, you know, back in the day, it was a few select people doing it. And I got interested into it, and I thought, you know, I've been collecting since I was a kid. I have a very vast game collection and arcade games and, you know, all sorts of stuff. And I thought maybe I'll come up with a channel and just talk about some of the games that I like. But I wanted to do something different. I wanted to create something where it was in the form of like a radio show, kind of broadcast quality. And a lot of people know I'm an audio engineer and musician and stuff like that. And so I wanted to do a show that was different because everyone just sits in front of their webcams and talks about their games and this and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, everyone's doing that. It's fine. But I just wanted to throw a new kind of twist, a new spin on it, where it was very high production values, really high quality audio, quality editing, and high quality HD video. And I wanted to give people reviews of video games or consoles or, you know, history. And I wanted a place where people could learn something, be entertained, and have high quality, just a high quality show, something that you could see on TV and people would watch it, you know, as opposed to just sit in a dark room, really poorly lit, and you could barely hear them, and you know what I mean? Because there's so much of that out there. And I thought, why not? Let's do something. Let's do something new. So I planned it out in 2008, 2009. I planned it, and then I launched it at the beginning of 2010, and it's been great. It's called the Emulator Review, and it's just been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed doing it. It's a hobby, and it's a passion of mine. I don't feel forced to do it. I just enjoy doing it. So that's kind of where it started and where it's led to now.
See, when you were describing what you were saying, it kind of sounded like some of my early YouTube videos. See, a lot of times when you go back, you go back and watch these old videos when they very first start, you kind of notice the quality goes up over time. And certainly it has with you, but it started fantastic to begin with. Because like you said, you had so much of this background. Now, I'm going to ask you a question about that. Before you did your YouTube channel, you still made your own original music, correct?
Yeah, and that's the thing. What a lot of people don't know, especially people in the YouTube community who just know me from the gaming. I've been a musician and involved with music and audio my entire life, and I've been doing that. Well, I mean, I've been collecting since I was a kid with video games, but you know, as a profession, I've been doing music, I guess, longer than the YouTube thing. So yeah, I've been doing that longer.
All right. So here, let's catch everyone up a little bit. So basically, you have a new album coming out, correct? Would this be your third or fourth full release album?
This is my fourth studio release. Yeah.
Your fourth. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't mind, would you tell everyone a little bit about that?
Wow, that's cool. You brought it up. Yeah, sure, would love to. So it's I guess really the first thing is, you know, I'm not going to bore your audience with this huge long thing, but if you want to check it out, it's called Nothing's Forever. I do music and I take it very, very seriously, and I've been doing it a long time. It's kind of a hybrid between hip hop and funk and R&B and rock and a whole different types of genres of music in one. And I always pride myself on doing something unique, doing something that really sounds like me and doesn't follow the, the cookie cutter shit that you hear, on everything. I just try to do my own thing. I may rap, I may sing, I'll play the instruments, I'll produce it, I'll write it. I'd like to do all of that because it's fun. Again, like the YouTube thing, it's a hobby. So try not to bore everyone with it. It's my 4th album, and it's all self-produced, self-written, and it's called Nothing's Forever. And it's just about the last about 4 years of my life, realizing life lessons that if I had to sum it all up, I would sum it up and say nothing is forever. I think that's one of the biggest lessons that I have learned in the last 4 years. And nothing really does ever seem to last forever. As harsh and as hard as that is to hear and say, it's kind of true. Whether we're talking about, like a piece of gear or electronic equipment, or you're talking about a relationship or a marriage or, finances, nothing ever lasts. And so it's kind of a hard lesson, but it's something that's really reflective and something that I have enjoyed talking about through these songs. And it's great. And I've actually started a Kickstarter for it since we're talking about it. And if anyone wants to check that out, feel free to go on to Kickstarter and just type in my name, Jason Heine. It's Heine, because I know it's a crazy one. But check me out there and give it a listen. I have a video I posted on my YouTube channel, the Emulator Review, that talks about it. And if anyone wants to help fund it, that'd be great, because I'm trying to get physical copies made is what the Kickstarter is all about. The album is done. The artwork is done. I've used local talent from the gaming community to do the artwork. I've had other musicians in the gaming community play on this record. I like to, incorporate other people's talents with it. So it's just a really cool thing. So it's a very personal album to me. I talk about a lot of very dear things. It's fun, but it's also very serious, and I take it serious. And I've got, Andrew, I've got fun songs that I do, like Get Your Wail On and Gamers Alike. And, I like to have fun with this sort of thing. It's good. And that's kind of my homage to the gaming community, to say thank you to everyone. And here's a song for us to listen to and have fun with. But there's also a whole side of me that is, very serious when it comes to the music. It's definitely a really fun hobby. So that's it.
Also, if you want to check out more of Jason's music, I'm not sure if this is something you officially did or if it's a fan, but you should check out youtube.com/Jason169. He had all the other music's on there. It's all fantastic. I personally listened to some of it, posted up on my Facebook for other people to listen. And he also has some really, really good remixes on his regular channel, like the Metal Storm remix that just came out a month ago. It's fantastic. So go ahead and listen to that. Now, only a few more questions, if you don't mind. Let's move things back over to the gaming side.
Sure.
Now, you are on another podcast.
Hold on. I have to interject. Your music release, when you're trying to get physical copies, will you try to get vinyl?
I've had quite a few people ask me about that. It's something that I would love to do. Here's the only issue. It is so expensive to have vinyl pressed. I don't have any problem doing it. I'm a DJ. I've learned on vinyl. I listen to vinyl, as I'm sure all you guys have as well. I would love vinyl. It just costs so damn much. And I don't know if enough people would pitch in to get it to that point. If we do, it would be something like, if I get over the amount that I need to make the CDs, if I get over that, I would put it, I'm already planning on putting everything back into it. So I would absolutely have vinyl pressed. I just don't think that the demand is there, unfortunately.
Well, the music sure is quality, so let's hope it does get over, so that some of us can get vinyl.
Yeah, it'd be great.
It has to be over 9,000.
Over 9,000.
Shit, if it gets over 9,000, we're all going on a vacation. Fly me in.
Jason,
if it gets over 9,000, we see Jason just going down the road in a Lambo.
Yeah, exactly. If it gets over 9,000, I want the album on a laser disc. All right.
There you go. Yeah, I'm having a vinyl, a laser disc, and 8 tracks pressed.
I want mine on a frickin' Edison phonograph.
There you
go,
dude.
Man.
Taking it back to the original days there. Love it.
Old school.
All right. Moving back to gaming, only a few more questions, if even that. You're on this kind of little well-known, little in the corner indie podcast called All Gen Gamers. A little thing.
Haven't heard of them.
Took some extensive research. So, I know probably a lot of people know this, but how did you get exactly started with that? And do you mind sharing some of your experience with that? Because it is wildly popular, and you are on it. So, do you mind?
No, not at all. Yeah, it's a podcast called the All Gen Gamers, and it's put together by other staple people in the retro gaming community, Pete Dorr, Gamester81, Metal Jesus Rocks, and of course myself. But it's a podcast, a weekly podcast, gets released every Wednesday, and we talk about. We pride ourselves from just doing what we do. It's not a traditional podcast. It's basically 4 guys and sometimes a guest sitting down and talking about whatever we feel like related to gaming. We're all best friends. We've been for a long time, and it's basically just, if you listen to it, it's very similar to just you eavesdropping in on us having a conversation. But
so it's kind of like random game bantering a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, it can be. I mean, we're all very close, and so we all have our different types of games that we like, and it makes for a really, really unique and diverse show. I think we appeal to a vast crowd because of our diversity, which is really nice. We cover everything from Pete can really get into the RPGs. And we have Metal Jesus Rocks, who gets into a lot of the adventure and old school PC games. And then we've got Gamester81, who's, she's just so knowledgeable about the consoles and the video games and the history of that. He's a huge collector with the consoles and retro stuff.
Known to man.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's, myself, where, I come in with, the shooter and the racing and that sort of thing. And I also am the most active with PC gaming in today's world, so it's cool. We have a really cool show, and it started. We're coming up to the 2-year mark on that as well. Really cool. So it's at allgengamers.com, and feel free to check us out there on iTunes. We have a YouTube page where every Monday we release little snippets, a teaser. I call them teasers. But I added together the first 10 minutes of every show and posted up there. But we have some exclusive content and funny stuff on there. And it's youtube.com/allgengamers. So, yeah, check it out there. It's, it's just another hobby, something fun to do. And, we talk. I talk to those guys every day. We're all best friends. And, I went out. My birthday was a couple days ago, actually. And last night I went out with Gamester81 and his wife. We all went out to have some pizza and had some beers, and I'm real close to these guys, so it's really cool to be able to not only do the show with them, but interact with them in real life as friends. They're all great guys, and I'm really happy to be doing it every day. It's a lot of work, I'll tell you that. A lot of editing, a lot of recording, but it's worth it. It's worth it.
All right. So only 2 more questions, and they're probably both
Only 2?
Only 2. I'm sorry, I'm such a fanboy. I gotta ask him everything.
It's okay.
Why don't you ask him what his favorite color is?
Hold on. It's coming. These are the hard-pressing questions. Alright, so if you don't mind spilling the beans a little bit, just a little bit.
I can only spill so much, but I'll try.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
You can spill 1 bean.
1 bean. All
one
right.
kidney.
All right. What do you have any? Can you think maybe you can reveal maybe some future YouTube videos on your channel? Some things you might have planned for the future.
Okay. I can spill a kidney bean or 2 on that.
Hey, thank you. That's all we ask for.
Well, of course, from all of the typical things that I do, I have quite a few. Recent pickup videos. That's kind of a given. A lot of people do those. They were great. I have more of those coming up. Everyone likes those. But I recently did a video about how to overclock Super Nintendo games by use of soldering on different oscillator crystals onto the cartridges themselves. And it's actually, the video has been really successful. A lot more than I thought. People have really gone into it. So basically, what I do is I overclock these games and make them run faster, just as you would like old school PCs, right? You overclock processors and stuff like that. So I used certain frequencies, certain speeds on these games, and I got certain results. And so what I'm planning on doing a follow-up video for those. A lot of people have been asking about it. I haven't said anything about it, but I guess it's kind of the first thing I am announcing here. What? That I will be doing a follow-up to those. I'll be doing Stunt Race FX, Star Fox, Doom, and Vortex, all clocked at, let's see, what am I doing? I'm doing them at like 27 megahertz, which is quite a lot faster than what I have done now. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see if the frame rate can get better on those Super Nintendo carts. I'll be doing that. And what else is coming up? I have some more reviews coming up. And I'm also doing one video about when we... Okay, so back in the day, we would get our cartridges, right? Well, some people would like draw on them or put their names with like a Sharpie on them. Mm-hmm. You know, like they'd initial them, or they'd put like Jason's game or Billy's game, you know, they'd put that on there because what we do is we let our friends borrow them. And then sometimes we would never get them back. So we want to like mark our territory, you know, like how dogs piss on stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm doing a video on, you know, kind of like a timeline, the history of why that happened and why people do that. They write in their games, and I'll give some examples. I have some really cool examples of these kids that used to draw on them, and I have a whole bunch of that. And I'll also show how to get rid of that and take that off of the games to help bring it back to their original form. So those are a few little things in the pipeline down the road that will be coming.
Well, you know, I have a suggestion. Why not do Sonic the Hedgehog to make it true blast processing?
There we go, man.
Mm-hmm. There you are.
Alright. You heard it here first, everybody. Jason has a lot of videos in the works, and you gotta listen to the Overshield podcast, Pixels and Bits, to find out. Alright, last question. This is not so serious one.
Or is it?
If you were trapped on an island...
Oh, dude, that's my thing. If you're trapped on an island... I love it. Okay, sorry.
If you were trapped... Here, I'll do a little bit different. If you were trapped on an island, and you can only bring one CD with you.
Oh, no, fuck that. No. No.
One man, one island, and only one CD.
One CD. This is bullshit. No way. Okay. I mean, if that's really your question, I'll have to... Okay, finish it and I'll see. We'll see what it is.
Alright.
How about this is a question for all of us?
Oh, all of us? Okay. If you could
all
of us.
Sure, yeah.
You can only bring one CD with you. Alright, what would it be, man? And you can go first, Jason.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, can you cuss on this podcast? I didn't even know.
Yeah, you can. Don't
completely. I'm sorry. Okay. That is so difficult. That's like asking someone, what's your favorite game? There is
What's your favorite child?
There is no favorite game, you know? There's certain things. That's really, Andrew, that's really hard for me to answer because especially being a musician, I like so many different types of music. It really depends on my mood. Man.
I know.
I would have to say, you know, I'm gonna say, it's kind of here's a little stupid, you know, gimme gag here. I would take my most recent release that's coming out.
Oh.
No.
I see what you did, though.
Were you just kissing your own ass?
I was kissing my own ass, yeah. No, I would probably say Daft Punk's Discovery.
You took my answer.
Did I? It's really one of the most beautifully crafted albums I think ever released.
So you two should be on the same island.
Yeah.
Yes, we would be best friends, man.
Think about it. That means we could take two CDs because that would be mine or yours, and then, you know, hey, there you go. We could bring a different.
We can mix one more time with Aerodynamic.
There you go. All right, well, what about you guys?
Well, you just stole his, so.
True.
Oh, I'll pick mine since I am a huge Daft Punk fan, and if I can't pick Discovery, then I have to pick Alive 2007.
Yeah.
All right.
Good. Mm-hmm.
All right, me, I've always been ever since I can remember when I was growing up, I was really my parents were really into country music, so naturally I really don't like country music. But every once in a while, I would stay with my uncle, and he would always listen to kind of pop-punk music like Blink-182, Bowling for Soup, things like that, so I kind of really got into that. And I kind of really got into a band called Green Day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they've been my favorite band ever since I can remember. New albums coming out next year, 3 on the same day. So I would probably take their CD called International Super Hits, which is a compilation of a lot of their...
That's kind of a cheat.
It's kind of a cheat?
That's kind of a cheat.
Well, my question, so I get to make the rules.
You did say one album, right? I didn't think of a compilation. Well, okay, if we're all doing that, I would take a compilation of all the Christmas music. No, Green Day's awesome, man. Yeah, Green Day's great.
Oh. I thought you were gonna pick something like Dookie.
I think that's a good album. I don't think they necessarily have a bad album. Their newer stuff certainly isn't as good as their older stuff, but it's not bad in any means, in my opinion. But it's actually a standalone CD called International Super Hits that came out right after their 2001 CD called Warning, and it has some of their best hits from albums like Dookie and stuff like that. So I'd probably have to pick that so I can have my music.
Why not take International Super Hits and meld it with American Idiot?
Aren't there some songs off American? I think there's songs on there from there, right? From American?
No, American Idiot came out in like 2004, and International Superstars came out in like 2001.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's older. Okay.
Yeah, it's older. They haven't updated it because right after Warning came out, it was like their lowest selling album yet. So I'm assuming their record was like, oh, they're done. They're done. So let's release something, grab a few more dollars, and then, hey, American Idiot came out, and now everyone loves them again, or hates them, but, I digress. Anyways, thank you, Jason, for letting me interrogate you.
No problem. It's all good, man.
Do you want this light out of your face now?
You're supposed to give me a cigarette and a drink now.
Hell no. Here's a plate of donuts.
Oh,
at least look me in the eyes when you do this.
Alright, so we're now moving on to the back half of the podcast. Not too much longer.
Back half?
The back
half.
Yeah.
But it's the best part. You want me to do the intro?
Go ahead.
It is time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It is time for... people doing stupid shit. Hit the music.
God, that lasted forever.
I can make it go longer.
No,
is it usually that long, or I'm not sure.
I've been getting longer each episode.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Special occasion just for you,
I love it.
Alright, so I have 2 stories. Since our middle segment was a bit longer, I have 2 stories, but both are pretty good. One of them is better than the other.
Are they not disturbing this time?
They're not disturbing. Not disturbing.
Because last week where we had the man kill himself with a plastic spoon, that was kind of disturbing.
Oh yeah, that was so one of the stories. It happened right in the middle of never mind.
Or the guy who shot himself after drinking a cup of mushrooms.
I think all this happened, they needed a new game, so they bought Mag Max.
Oh, Jesus, why you gotta bring that shit up?
The guy who shot himself, he was playing Daikatana while on mushrooms.
Yeah. Anyways, so I have 2 stories. One of them's not so great. All right, so there's a couple in Downey, California. Downey, California. Why do you think?
Where's that?
I don't know. Somewhere in California.
It's Downey there somewhere.
See
what I did there?
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right. So a couple got arrested. What do you think they got arrested for? Pretty broad question, but what do you guys think?
They unleashed a herd of wild groundhogs upon the city.
No, I don't think that's it. How about you, Jason? What do you think?
Domestic violence over someone stealing the other person's Cheetos.
Nope. and a couple got arrested for having 6,500 pounds of illegal fireworks.
What? Really?
Oh.
Yes. They
Damn it, how can you get arrested for fireworks in America?
the couple got fined $50,000 and 5 years in prison for having 6,500 pounds of illegal fireworks in a makeshift stand and garage. Holy crap, that is a lot of illegal fireworks.
Question, what constitutes as an illegal firework?
I don't know, I don't make the rules.
Yeah, some states have, they have rules on, the type of firework that you can actually have in the state between, the type of display it gives off or the height that it travels. Like here in Arizona, they don't let you have fireworks really at all. And if you do, you're just going to get little sparklers or, little tiny fountains that maybe go a couple feet in the air because, it's a desert. It's really dry and they just want to eliminate any fire hazards. So, yeah.
Okay, but here's something you need to do. You need to find the lawmaker who came up with that and sock him right in the nuts.
With a firework.
Because yes, with a bottle rocket in your hand that's lit.
Jason's enough of a badass to do that, right?
I'll hold the damn rocket, bottle rocket. I don't give a fuck. I used to do that as a kid. Screw it. I'll hold it.
Instead of a falcon punch, it's bottle rocket punch.
Exactly.
Bottle punch! Bottle punch!
Oh, God. Alright, so, last story, I guess.
Well, hold on. Before you move on from that,
All right.
Dude, $50,000 on fireworks? But I love America, okay? I love it. But $50,000, I'd rather buy an Escalade. Think about it. That's how much that Escalade costs. Like $55,000.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
That is.
You know what? I wonder if you go to the dealer and they can take fireworks for trade-in credit.
Like, there's 50 G's of fireworks in the trunk of that, in that van, in the trailer over there. Just take it all.
I guarantee it.
Go sniff it out, You'll smell it in there.
Exactly.
All right, sorry. Yeah, that's crazy.
No, absolutely no problem, man. You're the guest. You can enter me whenever you want. Not really. If you do it again, I'll have to smack you. Wait, what? All right. So
Andrew's a pimp. He has to keep his bitches in line.
Keep his pimp hands strong.
Hey, all right. So you go to a bar. You order a drink, right? You order a drink. Now, what is the one? What do you think is something that you would not want to actually be in your drink? Corey, why don't you go first?
A cheetah.
A cheetah in your drink. Well, that's a big ass drink. How about you, Jason?
I would have to definitely say, coming off of the battlefield, I would have to say shrapnel, Bob. I would not like shrapnel in there.
You're right. Neither one of you would like that. All right. How about this? Do either one of you know the drink sake?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so a bar, these guys order sake, and instead of sake, they get a full glass full of bleach.
Damn!
That's
a hardcore drinking game right there.
Won't that kill you? I think that'll kill you, actually. Won't it?
Yeah. They drank the bleach, and they were admitted to a hospital later.
Yeah.
So far, they say that no one has died, and you know what the punishment for the bar was? They got shut down for a grand total of 3 days. That was their only punishment.
Damn. You know what? I don't know why, but this reminds me of a scene from The Simpsons where Homer gets an ambulance car and he decides to make himself an ambulance driver. And then suddenly he picks up Cletus in the back of the car, and Cletus is passed out, and he's just talking to this passed out guy, and he's like, "So you drank a gallon of bleach, huh? How'd that feel?" Nothing.
No.
Probably didn't feel good. Where's the hospital again?
Well, I guess it's safe to say here, Andrew, that is definitely one way to clean yourself out.
Oh, this guy.
Shit. Who invited him on?
I know, right?
Now that's
damn.
How do you mistake bleach for? I mean, why is bleach even around in the bar area?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
wait a minute. Was this just a regular bar? Question: why does a regular bar have sake?
I think it was in Japan, man.
This was in Japan.
Yep, that's what the story said. The story.
Star? You know that was racist.
Oh shit!
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Mean it
You're
like
not.
that.
Why is it gotta be a race issue?
Why is it gotta be a race issue, huh? Nah. The only person I ever will call out directly on that is Tommy.
Oh yeah, of course.
Since he calls his girlfriend Hero Kitty.
Oh. Oh, Mr. Tommy.
Mr. Tommy, we called you out, good sir.
Ah, that's what you get for not being on the show. Jason's gonna have to go to your house and smack you with a battlefield disc. Just bam, right upside the head.
Yeah, wet one.
Yep.
Wait, how's it a wet disc?
Well, you just dip it in a little water before you hit it, and then you just
Dip it in bleach.
Yeah. And then bleach the back of your head.
Alright, so that's it for today's People Doing Stupid Shit segment. Always entertaining.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
It's not people doing stupid shit if it isn't entertaining.
Exactly.
So, it is now time to move on to our final segment. Ugh, I just like, ugh, right there. Never mind.
Wow. Alright.
I am not all here today, folks.
Well, when are you ever? What? So Jason,
What?
So the last segment is shout-outs. Basically, you just give a shout-out to one or two things that you want to bring attention to, or, anything like that. And since you are our guest, how about you go first, man?
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I guess I'll just give a few brief shout-outs to my podcast, The All Gen Gamers. These are things I've already talked about, but I might as well just say them. The All Gen Gamers podcast. It's at allgengamers.com. You can check us out there, weekly gaming podcast. You can also check out my show on YouTube, the Emulator Review, the EMU Review. It's at youtube.com/the EMU Review. And lastly, of course, if you feel so inclined to check out my Kickstarter page for my album release, that would be awesome. And you can search me there, Jason Heine, Heine, and search for the album entitled Nothing's Forever. Other than that, that's about it.
He wants your money. He would like to have some of your money, please.
The way she
That's
said
the.
Nom nom.
All right.
It's like, please, sir, may I have some more?
Oh god. All right. So mine. I have to once again say thank you, Jay, for being on this show today. You've been a fantastic guest.
Yeah, no, I appreciate the opportunity. Thanks for asking me. I know you've asked me like a while ago, and it's just really hard to get the time to do it, but got everything out of the way today, and I'm able to come on for a little bit. So
Yep.
I appreciate it. You guys got a great show going on, so keep it up and rock on, man.
Thank you. Oh, and by the way, to everyone watching, happy belated birthday to Mr. Jason Heine. It was a few days ago. So.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, happy birthday, man.
Thank you.
All right.
If only I had my accordion with me, I could play you a birthday solo.
All right. So that's my shout out. All right, Corey. How about you, man?
My shout out goes out to my awesome dog who hasn't barked at all today.
Wow,
Oh,
good
yeah.
boy. Good boy. He's a good boy.
My dog, Boo the Zombie Killer.
It's an awesome name for a dog.
Nice.
That's actually his name on the papers and everything. So, like, when you take him to the vet and they scan the chip in his back, it says Boo the Zombie Killer on the screen. That name's permanent.
It's awesome.
Do you talk to your dog like that? I know lots of people who just talk to their dog like that. Oh, he's a good boy. Oh, yeah, you're a good boy. And,
no,
and I
I
just
don't.
sit there and I just stare wide-eyed like, what the fuck am I witnessing?
No, I talk to him just like a person. So just like, it's like, what's up? No, I see. He's just like, oh, don't do that, you asshole.
Nice. Just like a person. That's the best.
Well, that's the best too. The best part is he has eyebrows, so he can make all these weird ass expressions. Even if I can tell when he doesn't understand me.
Like, hello, who are you?
So yeah. I just realized on this whole podcast, everybody's been doing some sort of ass kissing or self ass kissing.
Well, that's the only way you do it. That's how you make connections.
Exactly. Lots of ass kissing, folks.
If you're anywhere out there and you're a video game nerd, come on our show.
There's no way.
Oh no.
As much as I would love to have James on here, I know how busy he is.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Since he's doing the movie right now.
Yep. Anyways. All right. So what? So that's everyone's shoutouts. Everyone?
I think so.
Wow.
Wait. What about Tommy? Oh, he's not here.
Yeah, he's not here. Damn. Damn him. Alright.
Damn him. So that is Pixels and Bits on theovershield.com. My name is Corey.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm the guest, Jason.
Yeah, you're supposed to say your name there.
Okay.
Yep. And we will see you all next week, folks. Bye-bye.
Later.
See ya.